Paul Craig lost to Modestas Bukauskas last night via knockout in the first round. Afterwards, he announced his retirement.
I'm heartbroken, but it's the right decision. You can't have this sport.
Benoit Saint-Denis defeated Mauricio Ruffy via submission in the second round. Islam Makhachev reacted saying, "Win or lose, Ruffy has zero grappling." He followed up saying, "Train more, speak less. That's the key to success." Dean Thomas thought Ruffy looked like he didn't want to be out there. Dean said, "I've been high on Ruffy since he hit the stage. We've been making comparisons between him and Conor McGregor, and I expected that from Ruffy. I said this guy, especially fighting a guy that gets wild like Benoit Saint-Denis, I thought he would be able to pick him apart. I thought he was going to do something fascinating tonight." And the first body kick shook Ruffy up. Then the head kick shook him up. And I think that took Ruffy so far out of his game, he did not want to fight anymore. He didn't want to be out there anymore. And it surprised me. He made me eat my words. And I'm always happy when these guys can make me eat my words, because that means there's something that I don't know. I own up to it. Benoit Saint-Denis made me eat my words tonight. I was uncomfortable talking to Benoit Saint-Denis about the fight because I thought he was going to get beat up. Tonight he made me eat my words. And Mauricio Ruffy also made me eat my words. Maybe he's not as good as we thought he was. Yet, he's still got some work to do. But tonight he did not show up, and he did not look like he wanted to be out there. Here was Ian Garry's live reaction to Ruffy's loss.
Right at 10.
A lot of joy, and I'm happy I washed away my deception of last year, and I'm back. The God of War is back. It felt great because I feel like with the surrounding I have on the camp I did, I feel like I had my place there. So I feel legit to do what I did, and so the finish happened and the fight happened and it went my way. We prepared everything, boxing, wrestling, everything to get the job done. He thinks a lot. He picks up his shots, and he's very powerful when he hits you with a shot. He doesn't land that much, but when he lands, it's powerful and it's precise. So I think he will be back. But like I had to do a couple of times ago, he has to go back to work. It's been 2 times I'm being booked against number 15. It's been 2 times I'm beating them. So now I would like to face the top 10. I really enjoy being in the Madison Square Garden, and it will be a blessing to be on the card.
Nassourdine Imavov defeated Caio Borralho via unanimous decision. Islam Makhachev reacted saying, "Dominant performance, Nassourdine Imavov. Congrats, bro." Khamzat Chimaev said, "Good fight." And Sean Strickland said, "Caio is my buddy, but he's an idiot. He trained with us and was useless. Me, what's wrong with you? Caio, I'm cutting. I'm an alternate. So you're giving up 4 weeks of your camp cutting weight twice while having a fight coming up. Whoever told you to do that, please hit him."
Et oui, c'est l'un des meilleurs, comme j'ai dit.
Yeah, I'm very happy at that. First, I was a little bit disappointed not to get the finish, but you know, I dominated the fight. I got a 50-45, which means like everyone votes for mine. And yeah, the atmosphere in Paris is crazy, so yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah, his resistance, like it was crazy. I was hitting his chin so hard, and he took it, and he had very, very good chin, so that's very impressive, and you have to be in the fight to feel that. Of course, his game plan was to bring me to the ground, but he couldn't do it, so he had to strike. Striking is my field of mastery, but even though I had like a tear on my foot, which didn't help me to footwork, to just move in the octagon. It was difficult for me to move, so I had to sleep more. But boxing is my thing. I'm the next. I'm different than the others, and I'm above the others.
Eita!
me babando todo. Eita, meu Deus. Tudo bem? Vamos comer? Tá com fome? Papai tá com fome.
Ian, Garry, and Carlos Prates were hanging out at UFC Paris last night. Ian posted the footage to his Instagram, and in the caption he wrote, "I took my son to Paris."
E aí, gente, eu vai no Paris com meu filho. Olha quem eu trouxe aqui, velho. É o amigo dele, faz tudo hoje. Você é folgado, meu filho, velho. Você é folgado, hein, velho. Ô, cara folgado, velho. Meu filho. O amigo sem luta, ele só vai no Paris com ele. Você tem bom dia? Eu tenho bom dia. Mano, que cara folgado, velho. Meu filho. Rapaz, velho.
Tom Aspinall got emotional last night, seeing his teammate Ante Dalia knock out Marcin Tybura in his UFC debut.
Hey! Hey! Oh! Come on, let's go! Oh, yes! 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 Come on! Come on!
Because it means so much to him. It means so much to him. He's a great guy, awesome guy. He's been waiting his whole life for that. It was awesome.
Robert Whittaker reacts to Nassourdine Imavov's performance last night.
Mate, Imavov put on a clinic. Not a clinic in such that it was a one-sided fight. A clinic as in it was just really good technical striking. I loved watching it. His counter ability was amazing. He was so fast and quick. He was digging to the body, then going up high. I think, he was giving Caio a lot of problems from a lot of different angles early on into the fight. I think he rested on his laurels a little bit in round 3. I felt that he was waiting too long, and that's kind of where Caio gets dangerous, is that you give him a bit of space, you give him a bit of room to do what he wants, and he gets creative. That's when you start seeing his unorthodox strikes and he starts coming in from different angles. But the way Imavov started the fight and then, picked up again, I think in round 4, he just put that pressure, controlled center octagon, and just kind of stalked him the whole fight.
Daniel Cormier breaks down what Jack Della Maddalena must do to find success against Islam Makhachev as he prepares to defend his welterweight title at UFC 322 on November 15th.
That's the thing, though, right? It's I believe that Jack Della is going to have to deal with the wrestling of Islam, of course. The striking of Islam, of course. But ultimately, this fight is going to come down to exactly what happened in the Belal fight. If he can defend takedowns and make Makhachev fight him over the course of a long fight standing, Dean, that's where his chances are elevated. Because as long as he's getting grappled down, it's going to be hard for him because there's no one like Islam on top. That's why he's finishing everybody. I don't know, it's like a crazy stat. Makhachev's finished like the last 7-8 guys he's fought. So he's not like just winning fights. He's finishing fights. And for Jack Della to stop that, he's got to ultimately stop his number one skill, and that's the wrestling. And after watching the Belal Muhammad fight, he seems more prepared to do that today than he might have been in the past. Makhachev has finished 7 of 8. Only one that he did not finish recently is Volkanovski in that very first fight whenever they went and he won a unanimous decision. I think there's a lot to this fight, and I think that it's one of the best fights that we could make in the UFC, and I'm happy that we're finally at a point, Dino, where we're making it. Look, before we end round 1, a few weeks ago I was on a show, I was calling the fight, and it said, mute DC's mic. And Jack Della Maddalena actually was the one to retweet it. Did you see that?
Paddy Pimblett has been working on his striking, just in case the UFC books him to fight Ilia Topuria.
5 rounds in the bag there. My striking time doesn't feel there at the minute, to be honest. Last week my striking time felt good, and I've done 5 rounds with Luke, so it's just probably woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Obviously I've got to get that striking time better if I'm fighting El Chirizo. That's a lot what I'm going to work on, but my grappling always feels phenomenal. As you see in them rounds, lad, when I get people on the floor, they don't get up, smother people. Like Khamzat against DDP the weekend, wants to get you down and I'm on top of you and I'm smothering them. You're not getting up, lad. I'm controlling you. I'm making you feel my weight and making you feel some shots at the same time. That's the thing, lad. When I get on top of someone, you're not getting up.
Tom Aspinall is asked what questions he doesn't want to hear in a Tom Aspinall interview bingo. He instantly says Jon Jones.
If we were going to play Tom Aspinall interview bingo, what questions would we be ticking off?
Jon Jones, first of all. That's not getting answered. Put that out there, that's not getting answered. Do you think you can beat him faster than Jon Jones? That's been a heavy favourite for today so far. I think fans are asking questions as well, so it could go anywhere.
New neck tattoos, maybe?
New neck tats. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Who knows, but it's going to be good. We're going in. On to the next one.
Ilia Topuria ran into Terence Crawford yesterday. He posted this photo on X. He wrote, "Who wins in a fight?" Today, Ilia posted this. He wrote, "I won't talk about what would happen between me and Crawford in an octagon. I'll talk about what would happen in a ring. I put him to sleep in the first contact."
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.
Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Adrian. It says, "Bryce Mitchell is the type of guy to believe that the Keebler elves are really making him his cookies." The second one's from Khamzat. It says, "I know y'all did not think the Butcher was going to stay unemployed." And the final one's from Kings of Truth. It says, "Literally no one wants to see Tyson versus Mayweather."
Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.